how I'm your muse, loving when I lay next to you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. How's it going? I hope it's going good. My name is Shayna, the Shanabelle. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we're going to do another pick a card reading. And today's topic will be what is currently being said about you. This clearly is y'all favorite topic, so don't be surprised if I do it often. And when I say often, I mean like once a week, because y'all be killing it. Like y'all be watching these up, like eating it up, and I'll be like, I ain't even mad at it, because I love to hear people compliment me too. I love to hear people compliment me too. I'm a little sick, but in my defense, I am a Leo. So why wouldn't I like to be gassed all the time, you know? So I will have the photos pop up right now for you to meditate on, for you to pick the pile and or piles that resonate with you. Sometimes people watch one, sometimes people watch two, sometimes people watch all of them. It's up to you, whatever you're called to. Don't stop yourself from getting compliments. Just say you feel me? So I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys for everybody who has been subscribing, liking, you know, commenting, all that good stuff. Like, my goal was literally 1,000, and then we passed that. We're at like 100, excuse me, we had like 1,100, 1,121 subscribers or something like that. So hey, welcome all the new subscribers as well. All is welcome. Bienvenue. Ooh, I had my first French class today. Let's just say I need to study. I need to study. It's okay though, because everybody else in the class was like, I have no idea what he's saying. I was just like, oh, okay, good, because at least it's not just me. Like, at least it's not just me. Yeah, but I think it's most definitely getting better. It's most definitely getting better after that, just that one day. But without further ado, let the photos come up, and I'll see y'all in your reading. Teach me how to let go and how I can say you. My heart has been yelling at you. Spell it out. Doing things I never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, I'm sprung. Don't you get me? I don't know the rest of the words. But part number one, if you picked a photo of the Dior bag and flowers with like the Dior packaging as well, then this is a reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, tap into pile number one's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy, precision, honesty, and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Lord Heavenly Father, please return any negative energy that's being sent to my pile number ones. Pile number back to the sender, this fold. Per. Yes, I will be speaking French and English. like it's Spanglish, but like Franglish, I don't know, like French and English, like it makes sense. Like, I don't know, in my head it does, because that's literally how I have to talk here, because I don't know that many French words. So sometimes I just have to throw in the English word and then I finish the sentence in French. like I was like, bonjour. Do you speak English? No, I'm just kidding. I was like, bonjour, je parle anglais. Est-ce que tu parles anglais? Do you speak English? Like, cause hello. Yeah. Then we gotta use gestures. Yo, so funny. Okay, anyway, sorry, I had to put on lip gloss, and I probably put that on in like the most unattractive way. Okay, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm feeling a lot better. Earlier I was a little sad, a little depressed or whatever, a little under the weather, but we back and we better. And I really like the time difference here, because we're 6 hours ahead of New York, and I usually post 9 a.m. New York time, so I have until 6 p.m. Paris time to post my videos. So that means I can go to class, come home, take a nap, record, edit, post it, and still get it up on time. I'm recording this 4:10 Paris time, which is 8. Wait a minute, I messed up. Because why was I thinking I can post until 6 o'clock? That's 12 p.m. I'm so slow sometimes. Not the point though. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's get into your reading. But I mean,
I'm still getting up at like a reasonable time. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the time difference works for me basically. Okay, but what are people currently saying about my pile number ones? I need to go to a metaphysical store so I can buy some more tarot decks. That came out so quick. We have the Knight of Swords. You talk a lot. It's okay though. It's not like in a bad way. Six of Wands. People like hearing you talk. People feel like they learn a lot when they hear you talk. People honestly can like. People are like, oh, I can listen to her talk or listen to him talk like all day, every day. I love her voice. I love his voice. Also, people like telling you their secrets, or I feel comfortable and safe telling you about their secrets. We have the Star, so Aquarius energy is coming out. You could honestly have like a platform where a lot of people do listen to you talk, and people be like, no, she has valid points, or he be having valid points. Like, they be out here, they be spitting. But I sound so ghetto. Like, they be like, yeah, they be spitting, they be out here talking real facts. Or if you do like music and stuff like that, they're like, yeah, their songs are like literally valid songs. Like, your songs are worthy of being like on the billboards and things like that, or like you winning Grammys and such for your songs. We have the Three of Wands. People are talking about how they expect you to win Grammys. They expect you to become very successful. And then we have the Emperor, so Aries energy as well. So like I was saying, people expect you to end up very successful. People expect you to end up with a lot of money. People expect you to win a lot of awards, especially if you use your voice to speak about things. So whether it's like you're a motivational speaker, or you do music, like you sing or rap, or you're like a teacher and you just talk, you know, people just listen to you speak. People like listening to you. So the whole teacher thing, right? You speak and people are like, oh yeah, I learn a lot from them. I can learn a lot from them. Like, people feel like if you're a teacher, you know how like when you was growing up and like you'll get your class schedule, whatever the case is, or you get your assigned teacher for like the next year if you're like in elementary school, and then people there's always like certain teachers that everybody wants. You're that teacher that everybody wants to have. Or if you do like social media, like say you do like tarot card readings and stuff like that, right? You're the reader that everybody wants to end up on their For You page, because like you're a sign of good luck. Like, you're a sign that people made it in life, or like they got to a certain level of accomplishment and success. We have the Moon card coming out. Yeah, that's again giving like the whole, people like to share their secrets with you. People like to tell you about their secrets. People feel comfortable telling you about their secrets. So maybe you're like a counselor. Again, if you're like a teacher, you're that teacher that people go to talk about their problems with. Like, if they get the heartbroken by their boyfriend or something, they'll come and tell you about it. Or like the drama that's going on in school in their grade, they'll come and talk to you about it. Or if you even if it's just like your friends or something like that coming to talk to you, they'll come and talk to you about their issues, come and spill like the tea and the secrets and such like that to you over like the other friends. So say you have like a 3 people friend group, they'll like, you're the friend that both of the friends will go to. Like, you're their favorite. That's a little problematic, but you know, there's always a favorite. There's always favoritism. So if this channel will honest and truthful and blunt, even if the truth hurts, because the truth hurts sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. So we have the 8 of Swords. You tend to also make people insecure. So people are talking about, people will like compare themselves to you. Like, they'll watch you on like social media or school, whatever the case is, and they're like, oh, like, she's so pretty, or like, he's so pretty, like, why can't I look like that? Like, I wish I looked like that. Yeah, like, people will literally just see you walking down the street or see you in a store, and like, they literally never saw you before, and they probably will never see you again, and they see you and they're just like, why can't I look like that? Or like, this is kind of bad, but like, little kids will see you and be like, oh, I want to look like you. Like, think about in the Hunger Games when Katniss just finished getting ready for the Hunger Games, and the sister was like sitting waiting because the sister was already ready, and the sister looked at Katniss and was like, I wish I looked like you. And then Katniss was like, no, little duck, whatever she called her, I wish I looked like you, you know? So like, little kids look up to you and be like, oh yeah, I want to look like you. We have the World card. So Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus energy is here as well. I feel like the whole world is talking about you, like you're a trending topic. Like the world revolves around you. That's what people are saying as well. People are like how everybody's watching pile number one. Everybody's watching to see what they do next. You know, everybody wants to know, like people are waiting to see what you do next so they can figure out what they're going to do next. Like people are talking about how they look to you for guidance. You're like their muse, you're their inspiration, you're their influence. Like it's giving influencer vibes, like celebrity vibes. It's giving like Rihanna. If Rihanna walks out wearing something, everybody gonna walk out wearing it. Also giving Regina George, how when no matter what she does, what she wears, whatever the case is, people's gonna wear it. People want it. That's what it's giving. Because like I said, people want to look like you. People want to be like you. People want to be associated with you. Because you're seen as the epitome of beauty. Even on your worst days, like even when you're looking, when it's clear that you just like rolled out the bed, people are just like, oh, this is her even on like her worst day, like, or him on his, even on his worst day. Like I'm trying to look like that. I need to get like that. Like what is their routine for them to even look like this when they're not trying? Because how is this fair? How is this fair? People are trying to figure out how it's fair. People think that your beauty is unfair. We need to mind the business. Queen of Pentacles. People are talking about how you have a lot of money, how you're very successful, how you're always shopping, how you always have like new things and like the best things. How people want like what you have. So say you're trying like a new makeup product, people are gonna go out and buy it. Like I said, because you're really pretty. So like people like your makeup, they want to know how you do your makeup. We have the Strength card coming out. So Leo, again, very gorgeous, very beautiful, very confident. People are like, yeah, you're very confident. And we have the Seven of Cups as well. People are like how honestly you're the one and only. Like there's a like they, you know how people be like, oh yeah, social media is giving you guys the illusion that there are options out there. People are like how honestly there's no option. It's either pile number one or nobody. I don't even care. Like there could be 1,000,006 different people out there in the world, but if it's not pile number one, then I don't want it, because nobody else has what pile number one has. Like one of a kind. Pile number one's one of a kind and unique, and just like there's just this strength about them, like this inner strength. Like their aura is so magnetic and pure and like unique and alluring that nobody else compares, especially once you actually meet you in person. Like it's one to know you on like social media or like through TV or through the grapevine or whatever the case is, but then when you actually come in contact with you and meet you and spend time with you and get to experience you firsthand, one-on-one in like somebody's actual life, then they're just like, they start craving it more. It's like an addiction. I'm surprised the Devil card didn't come up. But I'm gonna pull from the Goddess Journey or Goddess Journey Major Arcana Tarot deck as well. What are people saying about my pound number one? I'm hearing like take my money. They'll buy you anything. We have the Empress card. So Libra and Taurus. People are coming home. Bonjour. They're not gonna hear me because I'm not quiet. We have the Moon card coming out again. People say that you're very beautiful, but I think they already know that. People say that you have a really unique style and you're very aesthetically pleasing to look at. And that you have a very beautiful garden, if you have a garden. We have the Death card coming out, so Scorpio. We have the Emperor coming out. People are also saying that you transform a lot. And every time you transform, you come out stronger, more successful, better. Your skills are also improving. So whatever talents you have, they're like, oh yeah, like they're excelling, and they were like the best before, but even now they're even better. And like people are really happy for you that you're getting the recognition that you deserve. Oh my gosh. The way that came flying out was so funny. Okay. We have the Tower card. more Scorpio energy. I think that's also Aries energy. But I'm gonna definitely have Judgment, which is Leo and Scorpio energy. Okay, not Leo, sorry, Libra. People are trying to figure out what your big six are, like what your zodiac, your natal chart is, because they're trying to figure out like what makes you so magnetic, what makes you so magnetizing. Honestly, you give your sign a really good name. So say you have a Leo, a sun Leo, your sun in Leo, they're like, yeah, I love Leos. Like, even if they hated Leo, no one hates a Leo. Let me make it a more realistic. They say your son's in Gemini, because it's real. Geminis are so controversial. Like, personally, I love Geminis, but say your thing's in Gemini, like people will be like, people will find out you're a Gemini and be like, oh wait a minute, no, I love Geminis. Like, Geminis are like my favorite sign after Leos, of course, because Leo's everybody's favorite sign. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Okay. People are also talking about how so people are teasing. I'm gonna do like what people are saying when you walk into a room, because I'm seeing like you walking into a room and then like somebody has a crush on you, and their friend group is like teasing them about like, oh, like that, there's your girl, like there's your boy, you know, there's your boyfriend, there's your girlfriend, whatever the case is. So like people are talking about like people's hidden feelings for you and hidden agendas, but like the hidden agenda isn't bad. It's like the hidden agenda is to like become that guy for you to choose them, or become that girl for you to choose them. Basically, like people's hidden agenda is for them to be that person that you choose. So they're like, they kind of do these things to get your attention or like pique your interest, basically, because they want you to see them, basically, and they want you to choose them. People also talk about how you real blunt. You could be kind of disrespectful if you need to be, but then at the same time, like, you're really sweet. Like, you have a lot of duality to you. People are basically saying like, don't get on her bad side, because, or don't get on his bad side, because they will flip on you. Like, they will black on you if needed. Like, they're a sweetheart, don't get me wrong. Like, this is what people are saying, right? Panama wants a sweetheart, don't get me wrong, but if you feel like you can play with them, or if you feel as though you can hide things from them, or whatever the case is, they will know. Like, they're very intuitive, they will know. And oh, did I tell you Pisces and Cancer's here as well, because the moon card's here, and then that's Scorpio, Aries. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, very intuitive, they'll know, and then they'll pick up on it. They might not know exactly what you're talking about. Usually they do, but honestly, like, pile number one just doesn't like deception, and likes for you to be straightforward and blunt with them and honest with them, because that's how they are, and they expect everybody to do that too. So if you don't do that, there's gonna be a disconnect and a problem, and they're gonna speak their mind, because pile number one has no problem speaking their mind and letting you know. Well, pile number one is not really judgmental, but they will judge you if you're a bad person, and then let you know how they feel about you. Yeah, that's what they're saying about you, pile number one. Let me know if that's accurate. Hold on. Oh, 10 minutes on the dot. That's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, those are your messages. Pile number one. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which part you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you're notified whenever I upload. Anything you may need from me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can find it in the description box. I haven't been posting on my Patreon, so I don't know if you want to subscribe to that. I should start posting again. There are a bunch of videos that you can watch that's already up there, so it's up to you if you want to watch it. Subscribe to it. I will start posting again. Just give your girl some time. I'm literally exhausted. It's been a lot the last couple of weeks, and my decks aren't even. I want to find like a sexual deck so I can do like sexual readings, you know. But yeah, those are your messages, babe. Love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Pile number two. If you pick the photo of the cappuccino, yeah, cappuccino on like the mirror, it's like on a bed, and this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap into pile number two's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy, precision, honesty, and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Lord Heavenly Father, please return any negative energy that's being sent to my pile number twos back to the center tenfold. Amen. So, what are people saying about my pile number twos? Calm, cool, collected, straight to the point, get things done, a go-getter, productive. You're always doing something. You're always getting something done. You're very energized, even if it's like artificial, like you have to take an energy drink or like a coffee. People are also saying that you probably should lay off the coffee because you be getting jitters. Maybe you got like ADHD. You be all over the place. I don't know. Like right now, my mind just went to like food. When I'm in the middle of a reading, like why did it do that? You could also just love food. So, people are talking about taking you out on a date, maybe like a coffee date, or like somebody's thinking about bringing you coffee. Like, I know it was boycotted, but is anybody really boycotting Starbucks right now? But like, you know, bringing you your favorite Starbucks order, whatever the case is, like randomly, just because they're thinking about you and like you. I think you're like highly liked, and you're like the type of person who gets like prince treatment, I don't know, king treatment, queen treatment. Like people just do kind things for you just because. Like they'll treat you to dinner or like treat you to lunch or like bring you your favorite snack, or you know, like people just like doing things for you. Like people are very generous with you. Like a lot of, okay, so what people are saying about you is that they wish they were treated like how you was treated. They wish they had your life. Which, don't ever want anybody else's life. I mean, I probably don't have to tell you guys this because it's not you who's saying this. It's other people who's saying this about you. But, like, the grass ain't always green on the other side, you know? Like, and things aren't always fine and dandy as how it seems. Again, you guys know this because you guys are the ones living the life and people are just saying that they wish they had your life. So, like, you understand how, like, yeah, it might look nice and glam. And it might actually be pretty nice. But, you know, you do have your down days, you know? What am I saying? Your life is perfect. That is what people are saying about you. That's so funny. They're like, people are saying like, you know, like people will be like, oh, I wish I had their life. And then like the other friend would be like, you know, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Like you don't know. They just post on social media like the highlights. And then their friend would think about it and be like the one who said that you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They'll think about it and be like, you know what? Even what's going on behind closed doors probably isn't even that bad. And they probably hung out with you or something like that before, so they know for a fact that even the things that, like the hard times that you go through is not, no one's trying to downplay the things that you go through. Okay, like yes, you have a hard time, but I feel like most of your hard times was if anything came and passed. Like it was things that happened in your childhood or like earlier, but then like you grew past that, you learned the lessons and everything like that, so you don't really deal with that much tragedy or trauma anymore. If anything, you might have like a bad day because your hair didn't come out the way you wanted to, or you didn't get like you was really craving some meal or whatever the case is, and you went and you got your meal and it didn't taste as good as you thought it was going to, or how good it, like they messed up your order or something like that. Like what's currently being said about you is that your life is easy, your life is perfect, and even the minor inconveniences that causes you to spiral, people wish they had that too. Like people wish that the problems people not only wish for your life for the good times you had, but they also wish for your problems, because they're like, if my problems were like that, then my life would be perfect. I would have nothing to complain about. I would never complain. Little do they know, if this was their life, then they would complain too, because they'll be used to that being the inconvenience that causes them to complain. Everything's relative. Like problems are everything's relative, including problems. Like let's be so for real. But yeah, so people are like how you're just dainty and pretty and like you have too much time on your hands. Like look at this picture. This picture, literally a girl taking a picture of cappuccino and like brown sugar on a mirror, a vintage gold mirror on a bed with white sheets. Like she has too much time on her hands. Like people are like, you just be doing shit. Like you have mad time on your hands, you just be doing shit. Like what are you even doing? Like it's cute. like Like, they watching you be like, yo, that's mad cute. But like, how'd she even think about doing that? Or how do you even think about doing that? Like, how they got that much time on their hands to do that? Like, people are saying that your life is easy and you have like a lot of free time on your hand because you have a lot of things taken care of for you, or you just have a lot of accomplishments, or you have like a lot of money where you can like outsource a lot of your things. So it's like you just have all this free time. Like, think about how, like, you know, like rich famous people, when they do like the weirdest dumb shit, like how those billionaires went in that submarine to go see the Titanic, and then it imploded, and they was just like, oh, rich people will have too much free time on their hands and too much money that they be doing stupidness. That's how people feel about you. Just now, in that random, like, you're probably not, honestly, you probably when you was watching that, the whole submarine situation, you was probably like, honestly, I would probably do that too. Because first of all, that wasn't even the first trip to the Titanic. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know why they were so important. Was they important? I think they became important after they got lost, no? Or were they important before that? I don't remember, but yeah, like, you be doing, like, you just have too much free time in your hand. You just be doing shit. They're enjoying the show though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's giving Kardashians, you know? Like, people are always complaining about how, oh, they're always cultural appropriating. People are always complaining about what they're doing, but then they're still always watching them and always talking about them. Like, that is basically you. Like, that's what they're doing for you. Like, they're like complaining, but not really complaining, because they're saying they wish they had that too. And then they're enjoying the show. They're enjoying watching it. But then they're a little annoyed or upset because you have all this free time and all this extra money just to blow for no reason. And they're just like you have a lot of residual income, and they're just like, okay, well, there's people starving in Africa. But first of all, since when was the starving kids in Africa your problem or your responsibility? Not saying, because honestly, there's children starving outside. So why all of a sudden you care about the starving kids in Africa because I decide to go and spend my money the way I decide to spend my money? Like, why all of a sudden they care about the starving kids in Africa when you decide to spend your money the way you want to spend your money? Not saying no one cares about the starving kids outside and in Africa, because you probably donate and like do a lot of community service and things like that anyway, just out of the kindness of your heart, because you like doing those things, because you're a God-fearing child, God-fearing person, you know? So it's just like, okay, well, you don't even know all the things I do to give back behind the scenes, and now all of a sudden, because I want to go and waste my money and buy another bag that I did not need or another pair of shoes that I did not need, now all of a sudden the kids are starving in Africa? The kids were starving in Africa before. You didn't care. You didn't care when you bought yourself another bag that you did not need. Oh, now all of a sudden, because it's my money, you care. Sound a little fishy. Got a little bit of haters out there. I'm just saying, they just don't want you to have more bags than them. I don't know, man. It looks to me as if you already do that. So they trying to catch up, and you already. That's another thing. People are like, yo, can she slow down? I'm trying to catch up. And they just out here doing shit. Like, can they stop? Relax. Sit down. Take a break. Okay? Take a break. Don't take a break. Just keep stepping on these necks. We have the King of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like a king, or there's somebody, it could be a fire sign, who's out here like just giving you shit. We have the Queen of Swords. Like, as soon as you say, oh yeah, I want this, you get it. Like, I want it, I got it. Given Ariana Grande. Nine of Cups. So we have a lot of nines here. So people are saying how like you kind of ended an era. You ended the era and started a new one. Oh my gosh, I just posted a vlog on my TikTok and Instagram reels, and then I think I did post it on my YouTube shorts and then my Pinterest as well. And it was me moving out of my old apartment, and I was like ending an era, moving into a new one, you know, when I was like moved out of my first apartment and then moved to my Paris apartment, my tiny ass hole in the wall. Let me stop. But when they say everything's small in Paris, they was not talking about the food. First of all, I went out to eat. I was taken on a date a few days ago, and we went to a restaurant, and the portions was huge, just like in America. So they're not talking about the food. I thought I was gonna be out here losing weight. No, I'm pretty sure my stomach got bigger since I've been here. They was talking about the rooms. They was talking about the apartments. Because why is my whole entire apartment dorm the size of my closet in DC. I don't know. Anyway, people are also saying that you seem very happy. The Fool card, people are saying that like you, like people are saying that you are like traveling, seeing the world, like going off on all these fun adventures, doing all these grand things. You could like vlog your life and like you're doing all these things, and like think Aaliyah's face, she kind of just lives her life and she vlogs everything she does, and she just keeps getting blessing after blessing after blessing. And so since she's vlogging her life, like the whole world gets to see all the travel she does and all the like manifestations she completes and things like that. And that's kind of like what you're giving. Like you kind of just live your life and you post your life, whether you actually vlog it or you're just posting on like your Instagram story or your Snap story or like your Instagram feed or whatever the case is. But regardless, or you're just like telling your friends about it, like people are saying like, yeah, you're always traveling, you're always doing fun things. I'm about to run out of space. How yeah, you're always like doing all these grand things, and you always have like people paying for you and doing all these things, whether you have people paying for you or not. Like, but the people are saying like you have people paying for you and you don't really have to worry about like finances. And then also you're getting paid while you're traveling, you're getting paid while you're doing these things. So you could be doing like paid brand trips, or like you could be booking gigs that's in like different parts of the world, so then you have to pay, so then they pay. Hey guys, I'm back and better than ever. No, the SD card ran out of space, so I had to change it. Like, it's really just that simple. Okay, yeah, so we have the Two of Cups coming out. What was I saying? Yeah, so you could get paid, like people can pay, or like companies, whatever the thing is, or like people, family members, lovers, friends, doesn't matter, like whatever, a sugar daddy, sugar mama, like whatever, is paying for your flight, your stay, paying you to be there, especially if you're like booking gigs and things like that. We had, like I said, the Two of Cups coming out, the King of Wands. Like there's a fire sign that's literally like obsessed with you. It could be an Aries. We have the Emperor coming out. Doesn't necessarily have to be, and honestly it could be like the big six. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and yeah. But also they're saying how you really are building this empire. You're building, like you have a really stable foundation for yourself, and you're like just very successful in your career and your finances. We have the Ace of Wands. You're always coming up with like new projects and new we have the Knave of Swords. Whether you like sing or like people, you're always speaking your mind. You always come up with like new projects, new artwork, like songs, videos, pictures, like things like that. And your work speaks volumes. Your work, people are saying that your work speaks to them, and that is very deep, and it helps them heal, it helps them grow, it helps them understand things on like another level, on a deeper level. We have the Eight of Cups. People are saying how you, and then we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, that you don't walk, you run away from trauma, you run away from people who hold you back, you run away from people who are like, who try to keep you stagnant. We have Aries energy coming out again with the Fool. Did I say that before? Yeah. People say how you really don't have time for like bullshit and the drama. You don't really have time for like the insecure and immature behavior. Like you're not even gonna entertain that type of behavior, or like not, you won't condone it clearly, but you won't entertain it or acknowledge it, recognize it. What's the word I'm looking for? You won't even respond to it. You'll act like it's not even there. Like you ignore it on like another level. Like that type of immature energy doesn't even touch you, honestly. So well, they really just, people really just be making a fool of themselves when they try to like play with you. People are like how you're like highly protected. Like if somebody, like I'm hearing like somebody was saying like, yeah, I tried to put a spell on them or like a curse on them, and like their life literally just got better, and then my life got worse, you know, because you are, especially if you watch me consistently, I told you, I pray to God every single time I start my readings. I'm just like, you know, protect protect the pile from any negative energy that's being sent their way and send it back to the sender tenfold. So what do you think is happening? It's getting sent back to the sender tenfold. Like, hello. We have the Justice card. People are saying how karma is always in your favor. The Tower. I'm hearing the Hunger Games. May the odds be ever in your favor. Even if it looks like the odds aren't in your favor, you always end up on top. Think about like Katniss and Peter. The odds was not in their favor, and yet somehow they defeated the odds. Like, we have the Lovers, so Gemini energy. People are saying how there's like a lot of people that's in love with you or interested in you and want to settle down with you. There's like a rat race for your hand in marriage. We have the Emperor. People are saying how you only entertain bosses and they got to get their money up if they want a change with you. We have the Moon card. So we have Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aries, Pisces, and Cancer. On the deck we have the Magician, so Virgo and Gemini as well. People are saying how you're always able to manifest anything that you want. Like, things just appear. It pops into your life like magic. Like, you say you want something, like you can be talking to your friends and say, like, mention in passing how you're interested in something or someone, or you want this or you like this or whatever the case is, and then all of a sudden, like, the next time they hear from you, you actually have it, or you're living it, or, you know, it's like a norm in your life now. Before it was just something you wanted, it now a few days later, or like whatever the case is later, it's like your norm, like you're used to it. You're very adaptable. Like, you adapt very easily to changes in your life and like situations. You can move quite often, or like move across the country, and you'll still look like you belong there. We have people really just like having spending time with you. So people are always talking about like how like if somebody hung out with you for the first time, it's like, yeah, you know, I hung out with pile number 2. And like, they were so cool. Like, I had so much fun. Like, they seem like such a boss, you know. They're doing so good in life, or whatever the case is. Like, I aspire to be like pile number 2. Like, they're so cool. They probably won't tell you this, but a lot of people do. Especially if it was like somebody who was your friend and then you guys didn't talk for a while, and then they came back into your life, or whatever the case is. Them seeing the growth that you have, they're just like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, like, she's so cool. Like, she's so much, like, she was amazing before, but she's even better now than she was then. Like, I aspire to be like her. Like, I wish that I had been in her life all this time so I can see the growth, so like I could have kept up with her. But like, you know, I'm gonna work hard now so I can be as good as pile number 2. Yeah, but those are your messages, pile number 2. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you be notified whenever I upload. Any information you need from me, you can find in the description box below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay blessed, my loves. Pile number 3, if you picked the photo of the table with like the easels and canvases, it's like a sip and paint. I'm pretty sure like that it's a setup for a sip and paint. Then this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap into pile number 3's energy. My apologies. So I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy, precision, honesty, and truth for the good of all and harm to none. Lord Heavenly Father, please return any negative energy that's being sent to my pile number 3's back to the sender tenfold. Amen. So people are, you might want to go check out pile number 2 if you was called to that, because I mentioned pile number 2 already. But people are saying how you're very creative, you're very artsy and aesthetically pleasing. People are saying how you throw like amazing events, or you're going to be like an amazing event planner, or like you're an amazing hostess or host. How you think about everything, you pay attention to the small details, and the small details is what really makes or breaks like an event or like an experience. And people are saying how you really pay attention to the details, and that like what makes your events and things that you throw so amazing. People are saying how they love like your setup, like how you set things up, your aesthetic. People are really just like enjoying your aesthetic of everything that you have. Like, again, like it's giving like she pays attention to everything, like every small detail, like everything matches. and it all just makes sense. Like it all goes together, it all flows together. Like say you do Instagram, right? Like an Instagram model. Like you have one of those feeds that's so aesthetically pleasing to look at, because you have like, you only have maybe like 3 colors on your profile. So every time you look at it, like everything looks cohesive, even if like you're doing completely different things in every photo or every video, you know, like everything about you just looks cohesive and aesthetically pleasing. Could be like the way you do your hair, or like just the way you groom yourself, the way you dress yourself, things like that. Like everything about you is just well put together. Could also just be like your room. So like when people come to your room, whatever the case is, with the 9 of Cups, like people love coming to your room. Like your room is like people's favorites because, excuse me, it's like decorated very well. And like I said before, aesthetically pleasing. Your room is very aesthetically pleasing. And then your artwork. So maybe you have like artwork up in your house or in your room or something like that to decorate, and your apartment, whatever the case is. And people are just like, people really like your artwork. There could be a lot of times people walk into your place and see your artwork and are just like, oh, like, where'd they get that from? Not knowing that you actually painted it or, you know, did it yourself. I'm getting like people are saying that you're really good with your hands. You're very creative and you have a lot of talents. Like you have a lot of, you have a lot of talents that you have, a lot of skills and a lot of talents, like a lot of hidden talents that you don't even need, but it just makes sense that you do have, you know, just because of the type of person you are and the type of vibe that you give off. People are just like, she has another skill, another talent. She does something else, like, but it's just like, of course she does, because why else would she be so cool? Like, that vibe she has, or he has, didn't come from nothing. It's because they do all these things. Like, yeah, you know how to be like, oh, like, you know, you don't become an influencer because you post online. You are an influencer, and then you post online, and then people are influenced by you, you know? Like, I was dressed, I went to class today, and I was with like heeled thigh-high boots with thigh-high socks, and like a skirt with like these tights that have like, it's like fake either Gucci or like a Chanel symbol, which I didn't even mean it to be like, look like that. I literally just got it from H&M and it was on sale, which is why I bought it, because it was on sale for like $1.99. And the other ones was like $8 for a pair, for a pack, for some stockings. I was like, I'm not paying $8 for stockings. And then I saw one on sale for $1.99. I was like, okay, that's more like it. Okay? And it was 2 for $3. So I was looking for 2 more, but that was the only one left. So there's that. But yeah, so and then I was wearing like, you know, this sweater with this turtleneck under, and you know, this was the fit, you know. And I was sitting there, I was just like, why am I, and everybody else was wearing like jeans and sneakers and like a basic sweater or whatever the case is. And I'm just like, this is why I do social media. Like, you don't become, you don't become a fashion icon because you started all of a sudden when you start posting online. No, you're a fashion icon, so then people tell you should do, like, people are like, oh, you should post your outfits and things like that. So you start posting and then you become a fashion icon on a wider scale, you know. Like, Ariana Grande would still be a singer whether or not she posted on social media, but she posts on social media so more people can see it or find it. Social media is really just a way to promote things, if you really think about it. Like, if you use it for business wise, right? Influencers and things like that, they really just promote their outfit. Like, if they do fashion, they just promote their outfits from posting it, right? So like, that's kind of like you, whether you don't post at all, or like you just be living, like, you're a fashion icon. Or like, think of the DIY girlies from YouTube back in the day. I don't even know if that's still a thing. I need to tap back into that side of YouTube, to be honest, because I love that side of YouTube. Like, the DIY girlies, or the fashion girlies, or the makeup the beauty guru girlies. Like, that's you. Like, people look to you in real life for these things. So it's like, when you post it online, now it's just a wider scale of people who's looking to you for these things. I haven't even pulled a card yet, and we're like 6 minutes in. That's so wild. Let me We have the Eight of Wands. I don't know why I felt like I pulled all my cards already. And then we have the Two of Cups. Like, people fall in love with you very quickly, like love at first sight. Especially like social media, like people will find one video of you and one picture of you, whatever the case is, and follow you, subscribe to you really quickly, because they're just like, yeah, this is what I've been looking for my whole life. Like, I have never been able to find somebody who matched my aesthetic so perfectly. I need this girl in my life, or this guy in my life. Like, I need pile number 3 in my life, because they think about everything and everything in line. We have the Sun card, the Leo card, which makes sense with everything I was talking about just being like being her without having to try to be her. Like, you was her, and then you started posting it, and you got like recognition from it. Like, you just got a lot of attention because now you're allowing yourself to be found. We have the Justice card, so Libra energy. Yeah, a lot of people saying like this just makes sense. Like, when you get attention, or like when you get recognition, when you get praise, or like complimented and things like that, people are just like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, we all knew. Like, you could have been voted like most likely to be successful, or best dressed, or something like that, or people just thought that way about you. We have the Seven of Pentacles coming out as well. Like, what you do for a living, or what you spend your time doing in a day, makes sense. It's like the hobbies and skills that you have, it makes sense. We have the Emperor, so Aries energy. Yeah, and you could like move up in your career field like very quickly. And again, people think it makes sense. Like, people, like, you could end up growing, or do grow in your field, or whatever the case is, a lot quicker than the average person. And no one's like people don't even get upset about it. Like, maybe like you have a few haters, but like, who cares about them? Like, people look at that and be like, yeah, that makes sense. People will watch your stuff, or see your stuff, or like watch you work in whatever the case is, and be like, she needs to be like, she needs more recognition, she needs more accolades, like, you know, or he does. And so when you do get it, they're like, thank you, because you deserve it. We have the Hierophant, so Taurus energy, because they think that you're just like really educated, and like they think you're really smart, really good at what you do, and you deserve like to you deserve everything that you get. You know, you deserve the recognition that you get. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm also hearing that you're very charismatic, and honestly, you help the underdog too. The King of Wands coming out. Like, you're not in competition with anybody. You want to see everybody succeed, which is another reason why a lot of people like you. You could honestly give people tips. So like, say you're a fashion icon, you could do videos on how to build your capsule wardrobe, or you know, what you're buying right now, so people can copy you. Like, you don't have a problem when people are trying to buy it off of you. First of all, you could be really used to people trying to dress like you and look like you, and you know, buy the same things as you and try to be like you and copy you. So now you're just like, well, since I know everybody wants to be like me anyway, I might as well just put out the content so people can figure out how to be like me. And then also you can get your share, because it's just like, well, one, every view you're paying, like I'm getting paid for every view, whatever the case is. And then two, if you click my link, then I also get commission from it. So might as well make it easy for you and get some type of benefit out of it as well. You know, so it's like, people are saying like how haters gonna hate, but like, those haters still make her great. Now I'm coming up with a whole new slogan, a whole new motto, like because people are gonna hate regardless, right? But the haters are usually the ones who be creeping on your stuff the most, you know, who the ones who can't, like, as soon as you post, they gonna click on it to see what you're doing next, right? So people are saying how you learn how to cultivate that. Like, yeah, there might be people who's hating or whatever the case is, or people who try to buy off of you and then take credit, whatever the case is. But at the same time, like, well, if they're gonna do that, then you're gonna get your piece of the pie too. Like, if you're gonna try to buy it off my style, then I'm gonna get paid for it. You know, I'm gonna get paid for schooling you. I'm gonna get paid for teaching you how to be like me. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and then we have the Ten of Wands. People also saying how you stay to yourself, because like, you have things that you are trying to overcome. Like, you have really big dreams and aspirations. Like, the things that people are seeing right now isn't even close to your end goal. Like, this is just play time for you. This is just what you do for your free time. Like, it's just a hobby. Like, you completed the things that people only dream of completing in their lifetime. Like, you could be doing something that's like people's lifelong goal, aspiration, dream, career, whatever the case is, and you just do it for fun. You just do it for a hobby. You just do it because you can. You just do it because people ask you to. People will be begging you to do these things. Like, you will walk down the street and people will be like, oh, are you a model? And you'll be like, kind of, not really, you know. And they'll be like, well, like, if you ever want to take pictures, whatever the case is, like, hit me up, yada, yada. And then people will keep asking you, like, oh, you ever try and do, like, you trying to do a photo shoot? You trying to do a photo shoot, yada, yada. And so then eventually you're just like, yeah, we can do a photo shoot. And then you post it and you get a lot, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, like, it's so good, yada, yada. And you're just like, thank you. Because, like, you know, but, like, that's not really what you want to spend your time doing. That's not really what you do as a career. You just do it for fun sometimes, or you do it because people ask you to. Like, you'll do it as favors and things like that. We have the Lovers. You probably still get paid for too, regardless. And then we have the Lovers, so Gemini energy. We have the Temptress, Capricorn energy. People are saying how you're very beautiful and you know it. We have the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini energy. People are saying also that your beauty is like ethereal and out of this world, and you kind of like be manifesting. You could have like told people that you listen to like subliminals and things like that for beauty, and like people are telling each other that. We have the Death card. Like, the secret to being like so gorgeous and so beautiful is like subliminals and knowing like the ins and outs of things. So you could have like studied like aesthetics or cosmetology or something like that, so you can really know how to take care of yourself properly. And people are talking about that, like, yeah, you know, she was the top of her class in aesthetic school, like the top of her class in cosmetology school, so of course she's that beautiful. And then also on top of that, she listens to subliminals. Like, sis looks like a whole supermodel because she does the same things that supermodels be doing. The World card we have, so this is Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Capricorn, because there's Saturn on here. Bottom of the deck we have the Fool card, so Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. The Fool is Aquarius. Okay. People are saying how you change your life. People are talking about how you change your life for the better. Like, you put people on. Ugh. Sorry, I have to get comfortable. I can't channel if I'm uncomfortable. People are like how you put them on to like the newness in life. Like, you put them on to good things in life. You put them on to like how to be a baddie, how to travel on a budget, how to save in like save on travel and save on clothing, save on like designer. Like, you put people on to the things that like everybody looks up to and everybody aspires to live, like that everybody aspires to live like a certain life or lifestyle, and you do it, and you do so easily that you can give tips on how to do it as well. So whether it's having like your dream wardrobe, or you know, being like magic and manifesting your dream life, or if it's like, you know, traveling, buying designer, studying and getting straight A's, like getting their dream career, whatever the case is, like you teach people how to do it too. People are very appreciative of you, by the way. Like, you really be changing people's lives, changing people's world around for the better, you know. You be helping people embark on like a new journey so they can live a better lifestyle, live a better life, and fall in love with who they are and fall in love with their life. People are saying how you help them become the person they always dreamed of being, from you being you. And that you should just take their money, because without you they wouldn't be where they are now, and that they want to keep, like, they will continue to be loyal to you and supportive of you because of how far you've gotten them in such a short amount of time. And they want to keep supporting you so they can see how far they will go with you, with like, you know, listening to you and following you and supporting you. But yeah, those are your messages. Pile number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know which pile you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you'll be notified whenever I upload. Anything you may need from me, you can find it in the description box below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. For me, please teach me how to